Hello there, you guys. This is going to be a general message reading. So, I felt guided to do this reading because I feel like a lot of you are curious and seeking to find a partner, or curious about a specific person that you've been dealing with, waiting on for someone, waiting around, hung up on someone specifically. And I feel like this is a message I've been getting for a while. But what I've been getting and feeling is that whoever these people are, more than likely, this person that you've been dealing with is a catalyst in preparing you to release all the things that don't serve you for this new love energy that's trying to come in. Okay? When I say new love energy, it doesn't necessarily mean like new love, like a new person. And I feel like it is, but it doesn't mean that. What spirit means by new love energy is a new love energy, period. It's not something that you've experienced before, or what the world shows you or wants you to believe is true love. It's not that at all. It's totally different from that. It's something that we can't grasp in our human mind because it's something that not too many people on this earth are experiencing. And if they are, they're not running around and boasting it all over YouTube and Instagram. This love is something that you can't grasp it right now. A lot of people are not ready for this type of love because it does not fit society's norms. And I'm not talking about like interracial dating, homosexual relationships, age differences. Those are not that taboo, honestly. This is something deeper than that. It goes beyond the physical. This is energy, something that you can't explain, that you are experiencing and dealing with, and people won't be able to grasp it or understand it. Okay? Because it's not something that a lot of people are experiencing, and it's not something that is an energy that's just out here, if that makes sense. It's not anything that you're going to see on Lifetime. It's not going to be anything that you're seeing, or read in a love novel. Your grandparents, even the sweetest loving couples, it's something that exceeds all of that. And these people that we're dealing with, say, what we call soulmates or twin flames, whatever you want to label these connections, these people are the biggest catalyst to break all of that stuff down. All those traditions, all of the codependencies, that these so-called things that we've been taught. And I'm going to just say it, I believe, this is what I believe. I believe that divine spirit, the higher power, God, the universe, whatever you call the creator, great spirit, the most high, whomever. I believe that our creator did create for us to have someone. I do believe that. I don't feel like everybody has that, especially if you don't really desire it or believe that it's meant for you. Not in this place like, oh, I guess I'm just never going to have anyone. Not from that place, but from a place like, I don't see myself being with anyone, and that's fine. And I feel like my life purpose and journey is to do this or do that. I don't really see myself being with anyone. But I do believe that God has created someone for everyone. And not to say that you only have one true love. I feel like, yes, you can choose one true love. But it's this confusion with this person has to be it, and I can't fall in love with another person because of this and because of that. That's where all the restrictions come in, all the cheating comes in, because it's like, and it's not that every connection needs to be explored sexually, or the attraction is meant to be more than just attraction or a soul familiar, a familiar spirit doesn't always have to calculate, oh, I got to be with this person, or oh, it has to be sex involved, or, those are traditional things. But if someone comes into our life and we're curious to explore what this is, and we tell ourselves, no, I can't do that because of this and that, I gotta be loyal to this person and I gotta stick with this person, that's conflicting. And I'm gonna lose some people with this, because we don't own anyone. We have a free will choice whether or not we wish to walk our path with someone, because they, we all have our own separate life stories and journeys. They're all unique, but we meet and join people that are like us, that match us, and we have the free will to say, I wish to walk this path with you, whether it be 2 months, a year from now, a decade, the rest of my life, whatever the case may be. There's, it's up to you and your soul, because sometimes these contracts with people, they don't last forever. You contract as someone's parent, that is lifelong. You can't change the fact that you're someone's parent or you're someone's child. Or someone's best friend. They might not be your best friend 2 years from now. I'm learning that, like, not all relationships last forever. It is not a bad thing. They have timing on them. Contracts are involved. There's certain things that we have to experience at that time. So, that being said, I don't really know where Spirit was going with that. But I just feel like, you guys, this love, this person, this connection, that's where I was getting at. These so-called, the problem with these twin flame ideologies, it's becoming a religion. It's like a cult type of thing. It's becoming very sickening, very sick. And it's not that I don't believe that there's no one out there for you, that one person. But it's not in this unhealthy, obsessive, it's got to be this one person. And if I don't have them, then my purpose is not going to be fulfilled. And there's no mission. And it's all this little fairy dust stuff. And it's very troubling. I do believe that Spirit allows certain things to manifest for a purpose, for us to stumble across certain things so that we can learn. And there was no mistake that we've come into these types of situations, these type of connections, this type of information. But after a while, like, you have to see it for what it is. And it's not healthy. You know what I mean? I do twin flame readings because I was guided to do them when I was going through my twin flame process and journey. I did not want to be a reader. Spirit tricked me. I'll just say they tricked me, because I got interested on my spiritual journey. I got interested and started watching all of these, like, angelic readers, and it just interests me. And I was like, I'm going to buy my own deck. I'm going to buy this deck, and I'm going to, like, just read for myself, because I was so interested in it. And then this whole twin flame thing, I knew about it a year prior to me getting into readings. I knew about soulmates and twin flames and stuff. I stumbled across it. I didn't really understand it at the time, but I came across a reader, and she was doing twin flame readings, and it was helpful to me. It was helping me, because no one put that information out there really at the time. It was very fresh, very new, and I was confused. I didn't know what to do at the time. A year later, after that, Spirit was like, you know what, you need to do your own videos. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that, because I didn't have any confidence, and I'm not the type of person that likes to be in front of an audience. I'm just now getting used to that, doing lives and even talking and speaking. I've always been a child that was, like, afraid to speak and afraid to talk, because I was raised, like, not to say anything, like, don't talk back, don't say nothing, don't stand up for yourself, so I had a problem with speaking. So it's very odd that I'm doing this, and I know everything happens for a reason. I wouldn't be doing these readings if it wasn't for Spirit guiding me to do them. And this whole twin flame thing, I believe in true love, but not in the extent that it's being taught. It's being taught in a codependent way. They say that twin flame stuff, this whole journey, this whole connection is supposed to be sacred and divine, but it's just like any other dysfunctional relationship to me. And it's worse, because it's like we give people excuses to abuse us, to cheat on us, to do things over and over and over and over again. And I feel like Spirit's trying to teach you through this person that this is it. The bullshit that you've been carrying, these karmic relationships, the codependency, all of this stuff needs to stop right here. And this person is going to be that one to push all of that out of you so that you can be in a healthy dynamic where you have love for yourself, where there's no neediness to have someone, for someone to do what you want them to do and for them to be what you want them to be. That it has to be a timeline put on a relationship. It's like, it really is like a religion, this whole twin flame thing. And people get so triggered. It's like, that's why I feel like it's almost like a religion. Because it's like Christianity. If someone debunks Christianity and say, you know, for instance, Jesus isn't real or whatever, just for instance, just say, and you say twin flames aren't real, or, you know, it's this or it's that, people come at your neck. Like, they want to cut your neck off for saying that. It's a religion. It has become a religion. And I do these readings because people come looking for and seeking clarity and guidance on these connections and what they mean. And it's not that, don't get me wrong, it's not that these people are not meant for you, because I feel like some of you have met that person that you're meant to be with, but you know the difference because both of you are working together. If one person is always slacking off and bullshitting and wasting your life, wasting your time, don't want anything to do with you, it's not because they're in denial, and it's not because they're never going to get it together. It's because that person's not for you when they're showing you time and time and time again. But I believe that we have to learn lessons through these things, so they keep happening until we get it. The most painful experience that you'll ever have is these so-called twin flame soulmate connections. And it's designed that way because it's meant to purge all of that bullshit out of you. It couldn't come out of these other people before this person. That's why the dynamics weren't as strong. But this person is like, I'm going to be that one to do it for you. I'm going to show you everything that you dislike about relationships, everything that you're insecure about, you fear, that you cling on to, that you're desperate for. I'm going to show you everything that you need to let go of and release. It's going to be done through me. I'm going to show that. I'm going to be that mirror for you that shows you all of it until you let it go. Because honestly, a lot of the times, like, these connections are not, they are not healthy. There's cheating, there's wives, there's boyfriends, there's girlfriends, there's children, there's abuse, manipulation. These are unhealthy relationships, and we gave it a title that sounds cute. Promised us this and promised us that. And if you really stand back and look at it, how is that sacred? How is that loving? You know what I mean? Exploiting this is like, it takes away from the love aspect of it. And I hope that anyone that has ever watched a reading from me or has ever gotten a personal reading from me in relations to twin flames and soulmates, that I've opened your eyes and helped you, you know, look at yourself a little bit deeper and look at things from a different perspective and really question what love really means to you. And if it's all worth this. And it's not that you need to demonize this connection. It's for your highest good, most definitely. But putting a label and a title on someone and putting someone on a pedestal is not healthy, especially if that person is not respectable of you. You know, you have to pay attention to people's character. You know, just because someone is your mother doesn't mean that you just deny the fact that they're narcissistic or they're, you know, abusive or, you know, whatever things that you see in people that you don't like. you can't take a fact away that this person is a rapist, but because they're my twin flame, I excuse the rapist. The good thing about the twin flame thing is it does teach you unconditional love in a sense, because it's like you would not put up with this BS with anybody else. I've gone in for 15 minutes. I haven't did the reading yet. I don't even know if I needed to even pull cards. But you've gone into this whole dynamic, and like, I would never date a smoker. I would never date anyone that has a wife. But you know what? Something about this, I can't let it go. Or this person, I never wanted kids, but this person is like, I feel like I want kids. It's like, it teaches you unconditional love. And that you can love anything and anybody. But that doesn't excuse the fact that you accept certain things such as abuse, manipulation, cheating, and whatnot. There's good things to take from this, and there's bad things to watch out for. So we've come into this whole energy for a purpose and for a reason. I definitely believe that. I don't take that away at all. But I feel like it stops at a certain point, that these connections are not meant to be much more than what they are a lot of the times. It's only so rare that I've seen people that I could say are really truly divine partners, because they've gone through this weird connection and it scared them, it spooked them, and it pushed them into healing, and it pushed them into working on themselves, and they both did it separately and they came back together. But a lot of times it's like we do all of the work by ourselves, so to speak, and this person that we think is it kind of plays on that. Oh, this person will be back. Oh, they're gonna keep hitting me up. They're gonna keep doing that. They're gonna keep doing this. That's not love. So it's like you really need to know the difference. That's why I say it's so rare that people have met their divine partners through this type of energy, because a lot of you are it's just a lot of catalysts. They're not that. It's very few. I feel it's a very small few that have bumped into someone that is their divine partner, where they said, you know what, I know this is something and I gotta work on myself. I don't know what this is, but it's just pushing me to work on myself. And this person, same thing, like, I don't know what this is, but this person is triggering a lot out of me. I need to work on me. I need to disconnect a little bit and work on myself, and come back together every now and then. There's no hard feelings. I still care about you. I still love you. Some people are just dealing with someone that's just like, oh, this girl, she's always going to hit me up, or this guy, he's always going to hit me up. He's always going to be chasing my coattail and always doing this, always doing that. Every now and then when I need an ego stroke or I need somebody to baby me, I'll be back. But it's always like you get little trinkets. You don't really get fulfillment from it. It's like you'll get happy for a little while. Oh, this person texts me. The next they're gone. Poof. But a lot of times it's you need to learn these lessons, and it's going to be hard for some people to hear, because it's like you're stuck on this, and it's like, I was promised this, like the rapture's coming. We're all going to come into union. The dates say so. The world is ending on the 24th. It says so. The world is ending on December, whatever it was back in the day, December 12th or whatever. It's ending. The Mayans said so. Oh, they said that twin flames are coming together on this date. It's like that same religious stuff. And it never comes to pass. And it's silly to think that, and I feel like some people do play on people's emotions through this twin flame stuff. I don't know who created it. Mastermind, genius, whoever manifested this stuff is like a mastermind. Like a good mind fucker, or like a good mental programmer, mind programmer or something, because this is like a wave of like, I've never seen anything like it. I almost want to put it in the category with Christianity. I've never seen anything like it. And like I said, everything is for a divine purpose. You have to bump into certain things for a reason, for your spiritual growth and evolution. But I feel like the destination has to stop at some point when you get to a certain level of whatever happens. and I'm ready for something greater and for something better. If it be this person, because that love, you're never going to kill that love. I'm just going to say that it's not going to die, because it is real. The love is real. It's not fake. It's not a fairy tale. You really felt what you felt. But just because you love the puppy, that doesn't mean it's not going to bite you, and that you shouldn't put it to sleep just because you love it. That love is always going to be there. But it's the fact that, you know what, I deserve more, and I believe that there's much more for me out there, whether it be in love or just life in general. There's so much more for me out there. No hard feelings, but I'm ready to move on to the next phase of my life. And it's going to be a little hard, because some people have been programmed to believe that if you step out of this, your spirit is mad at you, God is mad at you, your angels are mad at you, all this crazy stuff. Like, do you really think, do you really believe that spirit wants this for you outside of the lessons and the evolution and the growth that you've gotten from this? And more, I feel it would be so beautiful, and it might be this way for some of you, that this person does come and, have grown and have learned and wants to follow their divine path and get better and let go of things that don't serve them, and willing to be in that partner that you've been seeking and wanting. That would be all beautiful. But that's not the case. It's not meant to be that way a lot of the times. Because right off the bat in the beginning whether or not this person is ever going to come around and be that for you, or this person is just a waste of bullshit, waste of time. You love this person, but I just don't see it ever happening for me. I don't see them leaving their wives. I don't see them, coming out of their addictions and cheating ways and, whatever the stuff is that we deal with these connections. I've been talking for 21 minutes, so I don't know how long you are going to hang in there. But you know what? I guess it has to be said. You can't teach people how to get into a union when it's all divinely orchestrated, right? How are you going to teach someone how to get there? You can show them what's blocking them from true love, what's keeping their heart closed, how to clear themselves. But you can't tell someone that, oh, you're going to be in union by this date, or, oh, this is going to happen. You can't really put a timeline on it. Sometimes spirit will show us things just to test us and see how we'll go, move forward. But it's out of your hands. Just like we don't know when the world is going to end. We can get little clues here and there, but we're always off. We're always off a little bit. We can force and manifest and pray for people to come into our lives, and spirit will be like, okay, I'll give it to you. If that means you're going to learn the lesson, I'll give it to you. So that's why we get those little victories here and there. It's because we got to still learn. We still got some experiencing to do. And I know I'm going to lose some people by saying this. But it's time to pull the wool from over the eyes. And it's just I love myself much more than this. And it's much more peaceful and much more it gives you more peace to know that, yes, I still love this person, and not demonize them. Because when you try to demonize them and say, oh, fuck them, I didn't care about them anywhere, they're just a piece of shit, they're not doing anything, they're not doing this, that's like a fake cop-out. But when you can genuinely say, you know what, I'm going to always love this person, I may even still want to be with them, down the line, but right now I desire much more for myself, or maybe even I love this person, but I know that there's better for me out there. To even come to that is a big step for some people, because it's you've been programmed and you've put yourself in this belief system that it's this person and nobody else. I don't care what they do to me. They can do the most ratchet shit to me. They can do the most evil thing to me, and I'll still want them. A part of that is codependency. It's part of that is something that needs to be healed, some karma possibly that hasn't been resolved from past lives. But yeah, like I said, I feel like spirit has something in store. I've been getting this new love energy message for so long, and I really believe that a lot of you Have people lined up, and you wouldn't even believe like what you can have if you just surrender. Just surrender in life your control and everything that you thought that you knew or thought that you wanted, just for a second. Because a lot of these things that we think we want, we've been programmed to desire that that's love, and that's how the dynamics work. You know, a man loves you if he's yelling or if he's controlling you and telling you what to do. You know, a woman loves me if she's manipulating my mind and using her body to get my attention, and this is what I really want. We get programmed through movies, that's what they're here for. Entertainment is like there to distract you a lot of the time. So they'll put a lot of bullshit in there to fuck with your head on TV and movies and books and stuff that you see on TV. It is meant to program you how they want to program you. And I feel like this is no different. It's a program, it's a system. You know, you always got to use your own mind. Have any of you ever said to yourself, where did this originate from? Where does this word twin flame come from? What does it mean? Have you ever thought about like who set the rules to tell me that this is what I'm going to experience? Even in a spiritual awakening, people will tell you this is what you'll experience and this is what you got to do. And this is like, who told you that that's really what it was? We all are unique. We all go through our own experiences a little differently. We might have similarities. You know, the similarities are here for a reason. I feel like for you to link up and find people to help you and guide you through the way. But it's kind of like a religion when it tells you that this is this, and this is what it has to be, and this is what you're going to feel and experience, and this is that, and this is that. It's the whole thing is like very like codependent. It's like this fake prize at the end of it. Like if you follow the rules, you're going to go to heaven. You're going to get union. It's like these are, it's weird. And it plays on the hopeless romantics. It plays on those who've been abandoned, those who've been rejected, those who've never felt good enough, those who have been abused. You know, it plays on those people, and Spirit used it so that you can outgrow those templates of that stuff that you've been carrying all of your life. So in a way, you know, like I said, Spirit leads us to things for a reason. But we got to see past it. We outgrow our sweaters, right? We can't wear this sweater forever. We got to outgrow it. Like a snake sheds their skin. We can't carry that skin forever. At what point are you going to outgrow this and say, I get the lessons now. I get why I was here. I see the growth. I see the evolution. I understand why this was what it was. Spirit will reveal to you the truth of who you're dealing with and what you're dealing with. If you're open and you surrender and you say, what, I'm ready for the truth now. I'm ready for whatever is meant to be. If you have the heart to do that, if you're really ready to surrender and say, you know what, reveal to me what's the truth of me. What is the truth of all of this? What is this person really here for? Or not even that. It's going too far out there. Just show me whether or not this person is meant to be in my life. And if this person keeps falling away and they're not moving or progressing with you, that's enough for you. Because the fear of the unknown is what keeps you stuck in things that you shouldn't be stuck in. You know, it keeps you stuck at a job that you know you're tired of. It keeps you stuck in an abusive relationship where you know you need to get away from it. It keeps you stuck in a bad neighborhood because you're afraid to shine and outgrow people that you've known all your life. The fear of the unknown keeps you stuck. If I say, you know what, God, yes, I want this, but I would want something better, people clench up. Like, oh, I don't know, because what if it's not better than this? The fear of the unknown keeps you stuck. We can't move forward unless we know what the outcome is going to be. We can't love until we know that this person's going to marry us or be in our lives forever or have babies with us. We can't move forward unless we know that this um this job is going to be, I'm not going to put myself out there and embarrass myself possibly if I know that it's not going to get me the job. The fear of the unknown keeps you stuck. I don't even think I need the cards to even relay the message, and it's been like on my heart for so long to express this, and I feared backlash. You know, I feared like, why are you even like, then why are you doing twin flame readings? Because I'm guided to do twin flame readings. Anyone that's got a reading from me knows how it works, and it helps in different ways. I'm not here to appease the codependent bullshit that, yeah, this person's going to come around. A lot of times you'll get the message. You know, there's certain things that come differently for everybody. I lay it out there that, you know, if you decide that this is who you want to be with, this is the energy of what you'll deal with. If you decide to move away, this is the possible energy that you're going to deal with. This is the energy that's blocking the both of you. This is what they're wanting. This is what their intentions are. I lay all of that out. I'm not here to tell you, but yes, this is your twin flame and you're going to come into union this and then that date, because that never really serves you. And it's nothing wrong with seeking guidance and seeking clarity about this, because I was in a position and I still need that clarity at times. Like, I get caught up in things and I want to know the truth. I want to know what's going on. You know, I might pick up things intuitively, but I want to clarify that and really get down to it. That's why I'm here, because I know what it's like. You know, there's nothing wrong with wanting to know how someone feels about you. There's nothing wrong with that. We need to know, if we, especially if we can't get that information from them, we can tap into that. We can ask an intuitive. Can you tune into this person's energy? What do they feel about me? What do they want? What is it that what their intentions, what is it with me? Like, what are their intentions? What are they doing that I'm not seeing? There's nothing wrong with that. And I want everybody, that's the thing, I'm not a love hater. I want everybody to find someone that is meant for them. I want everybody to have that. I do. From the depths of my heart, I want people, it hurts me more to see people in situations where they're being abused, where they're being hurt, abandoned, lied to, you know, being treated like shit, like they don't mean anything. Texting somebody 10 times a day and this person is like, I'm not even they don't even mean shit enough for me to even text them back and say, you know what, just leave me alone. Some people don't even get that. I'd rather someone tell me, you know what, I want you to leave me alone, or I'm about to block you on Facebook. I'd rather somebody do that than continue to string me along and sit back and watch my text messages and pretty much just be like, well, you know, if I need him or I need her again, I can always text them and they'll answer. Because a lot of the time, these people are egotistical and they have to be by design, because you won't get that I need to love myself. Like, what the fuck am I doing? They have wives. They don't even respect the people that they are with enough to love them. And that's what you want? If this person was really real, a real man, a real woman, they would say, you know what? I'm not in love with my husband. I'm not in love with my wife. I'm going to tell them how I feel, and I'm going to be with the person that I really love and care about. That takes balls, big balls, to say, you know what? I'm not in love with you. You know, I don't feel like we're matched. I don't feel like our souls connect. I feel like I'm connecting with someone. I'm in love with this person. I want to be with them. But no, instead it's like, oh, I'm going to play around with this person over here, and I'm going to go home and kiss my wife, kiss my husband, pretend like everything is cool, have other people on the side. You want someone like that? Someone that can't even text you back when you're saying, what, I'm thinking about you, I care about you. I'd rather you say, you know what, I don't feel the same, thank you. but you're just left on the hook. And even if they are pussy and they're scared and they're afraid to admit how they feel about you or say anything or do anything, it's like, well, you know what, homie, girlfriend, whatever, till you get it together, till you figure out what you want, I'll be over here dealing with me. And if somebody else wants to come and give me their time and attention and just enjoy someone's company, I'm going to do that. I'm not going to sit here and rot to death waiting for someone to get their life together. How is another adult my responsibility? I can't change an adult's diapers. I'm good. I love you, but I love myself more. And that's hard for people to say. It's like we've been brainwashed to believe self-love equals evil. I don't know. This is wrong to love yourself. It's wrong to say, you know what, I love this man or I love this woman, but, you know, they're not treating me right. I deserve better. Let me go find happiness in myself. And if someone else comes along and is more respectable and more deserving of my time and affection, I'm going to give it to them. I'm going to accept and embrace what they have to offer. I'm not going to sit here and rot to death, not live my life, stay in a hermit mode, crying and weeping and obsessing when this person's going to come back in my life. That's bullshit. But a lot of us, we have to go through these things. We have to. We got to go through heartbreak. We got to go through anger. We got to go through enlightenment. We got to go through it all. But if love is what you're seeking, it's got to start first within you. That's the key right there. That is the key first and foremost. Before anybody can love me, I got to love my damn self. Because otherwise, if I don't love myself, I'm going to keep attracting people that are going to bang it in my head that you need to love yourself. You need to love yourself. Because I'm not going to do it. You need to love yourself. Then when it hits you that I need to love me, or you get forced to that point where you're like, I can't even take it anymore. I just got to separate myself. I need to just focus on this or just do that. Because spirit will force you. And once you get to that point enough where you say, I love myself and I want to be happy, I'm just going to free myself and live my life. Then whoever's deserving of you, if it's that person or it's someone else, they'll come along and match that love that you have for yourself, because you are beaming out this light that I'm deserving of love. I love myself. I am well deserving of everything. I'm deserving of the world. Instead of like, oh, would you love me? Could you only just love me? Would you love me? I'll love you back if you love me. And it's like, why don't you love you? I can't do that for you. I can't love you in the way that you need to love yourself. I can't do that for you. But I'm going to show you where you're going wrong. I'll tell you, you know, I don't want to talk to you, or I'll just not talk to you at all. I'll just ignore you. I'll go out with another female, another man. I'll run around with these different people. And when I see you in public, I might not speak to you, but when I want some ass, I'll text you. You know what I mean? So the key is to love yourself enough to say enough is enough. I'm valuable. I'm worthy. I know that I deserve the best. My past, my childhood, the things that have hurt me, I've grown. I've learned those lessons. Why those things had to happen to me. Why I was bumping into friends that weren't good people. Why I had to date certain people that cheated on me, lied to me. Because I needed to learn boundaries. I needed to learn self-respect, self-love. I needed to learn unconditional love. I needed to grow out of codependency, out of my fears. I needed to follow my divine path, come into my authentic self more and more every day, connect more deeply with spirit, awaken myself to my spiritual gifts and whatnot, all of the beautiful things that come along with these journeys. Because they're not all bad. The things that we perceive bad are really helping us too. Can't be all roses and flowers. But that's pretty much it, you guys. I wanted to pull cards, but it was like spirit was like no, and I didn't mean to talk my like talk my time, like outdo myself with 40 minutes of just talking. But sometimes spirit just lights a fire, and I get like this, and I'm not the most outspoken person. I've never, like I said, I've never been that type of person. I'm the type that in the back of the class, when it's time to do presentation, I'm like scrunching and like, please don't call my name, because I just I have a hard time with speaking sometimes. But I'm not the most outspoken person, so I know that when this happens, this is like divine spirit taking over, my higher self, like that higher aspect of me coming through, because this is like not really me like that. I can't. But I talked you to death, but I hope that it was not in vain and that it was very enlightened. And even if you don't agree with it, you know, I just hope that it triggers something within you, like something within you, your own beliefs. You know what I mean? That you take something from it. Not that you just take my word for it, but you take something from it for yourself, and that spirit speaks through you. It is like, it's my passion. It really is. I love to read. I love to help people. You know, this twin flame, as much as I say that it's bullshit to an extent, but it's such an amazing catalyst for a lot of us, especially those who need to love themselves, those who have been through abuse, you know, rape, molestation, cheating, backstabbing, who are insecure, who live in fear. You know, all of these things, it pushes us out of our comfort zones so very greatly. And I love to help people who are looking for love, because that spirit, God put that in your heart. There's somebody out there for you. It is. It's not the end of the road. And I believe in love. I love it to the fullest. I think it's the most beautiful thing in the world. And I believe in it so much. And times I want to give up and say that there's nobody out there for me, but I can't do that. You know, I have to believe in my desires and my dreams, because I know that spirit works on me every day. I'm not perfect. I'm not a preacher. I'm not a whatever. I'm just a human that is guided to help and to speak truth, which has always been hard for me. I've always felt like I was nobody, that I was nothing, that I couldn't help people, that I wasn't good enough. I wasn't this, I wasn't that. You know, my voice doesn't matter. So when people tell me that I'm helping them, like, you guys don't know how healing that is for me, to know that I'm able to help someone. Even when I'm doing the readings, I don't even feel like I'm that great, but it's like people are like, oh my gosh, and it just is healing for me to know that I'm helping somebody, that I'm giving people clarity. And it's like, it helps me too. Even doing this helps me. And I know that, like, a lot of people that come to me, they're like me, they're a reflection of me, and that's why I do what I do. It's why I do what I do. I try to humble myself a lot, because a lot of times I don't even believe in myself, and I second guess myself a lot. And it comforts me to know that I'm not alone in this. Like, this twin flame soulmate stuff, like, it helps me to know that I'm not by myself, that I'm not crazy, that I'm not just going through this alone. I'm not somebody on the outside judging people that are in this. No, I'm in the shit too. So I feel like I have to help. My thing is about doing these readings is, I'm not about bringing the codependent aspect in. I'll read for you. I'll get into it, what this is and what you're experiencing and what's the deal. I'll still, you know, don't get me wrong. So, you know, people might judge me, and I've had people say, oh, you're still doing them because you're still in it. You're still dealing with the twin flame thing. In a sense, I am. Not so much, I'm not like in that aspect of the relationship part. It's more so of assisting others and helping people, that aspect, that I'm still doing it. And why I put out channel messages and things that come to me. Because a lot of you, like, the person that you believe is not it. Somebody around you is it. Somebody. Whether you know them or they know you, they're around you. And, like, you'll be shocked to find that the person that you were reading into their energy or getting all these signs and synchronicities about, it wasn't about them. It was somebody else. And you'll be shocked as hell because it still resonates. It's still relevant. You're watching or listening to a general reading about what they're up to and what they're doing, and it'll seem like it's about that person that you think it is. It's about somebody else right around you. I just want to put that out there. And I've been getting that message for like 5 months now. So thank the guys and the girls that brought you to where you are now. Because even if you feel like you haven't come a long way, and even if you're not fully completely done with whatever it is that you're dealing with, you've come a long way, and you have to admit that to yourself and give yourself a pat on the back or a hug. Give yourself a hug. Because it's not easy. You know, everybody can stand on the outside and say, you know, they're crazy and I don't know why I wouldn't be putting up with this person. And girl, if that was me, I would have dropped him a long time ago. Or, dude, you stupid. Like, you're crazy. There's no such thing of that. Like, why are you, like, wasting your time? You're under the illusion and blah, blah, blah. You're not getting any signs. You're not seeing this. And it's easy to say that. But when you're in it, when you're in this whole thing, the experience is very real. It's really, it fucks with your head because it's like, I've never experienced anything like this. I must be crazy. No, you're not crazy, because a lot of people that are sitting there pointing the finger at you who don't understand what you're dealing with, you're still sitting at square one where you used to be, and you're not even on that stage in your life anymore. You've progressed, outgrown that. They're still over here eating gummy bears and drinking Four Locos. And no, like, I'm not judging anybody that's doing that. It's just a metaphor that these people are still doing the same things that you were doing back in 2010, and you're somewhere and you're totally different and outgrown that energy. So no more. I'm almost at an hour, or like 50 minutes. So whoever stuck around, good for you. You get a golden star sticker, whatever. You get a lollipop, because, yeah, I can talk a lot when I get into the zone. And I didn't even use the cards, and I wanted to, but I don't feel like it's necessary. So, as always, you guys, I'm sending you much love. And until the next reading, if you guys can hang, peace.